Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, another tool review for you. This is a set of, well, not exactly a set, but a couple of westward universal sockets that we actually picked up specific for a job on a Monte Carlo, because there was no other way we were getting at those fasteners properly. So we picked these up, and the one is 13 mil, I believe. Yeah, 13 mil and a 15 mil. Now, just to look at these, you know, I mean, they're built that you can take them apart for cleaning, you know, because they've got hex screws holding them together. But they do take a lot of excessive force, and which is very, very impressive. Westward is one of those names that even I never really heard a lot about them. You know, because I'm used to things like Mastercraft, Snap-on, Herbrand, Gray, Husky. You know, Westward, you know, was not one of those names. Even ITC is not a, well, at least in this area of town where I am, it's not a big name anywhere, right? But there's places that carry even ITC tools, and I've owned ITC stuff, and they're pretty good. But these Westward sockets, we couldn't find these sockets anywhere else in town that were in stock. You know, so we picked these up, and they work perfect. We're really impressed with the quality on them. The overall usage of them, they just run and glide really smooth, so you know, no problems there whatsoever. So very good tool. So if you're looking at, you know, tools, I mean, Westward is another brand that you can look at. You can find them at your automotive specialist place, you know, a lot of times. You don't find these in Canadian Tire or Harbor Freight, you know, at least I've never seen them at Harbor Freight. You know, and I live in Canada, not the States, but I still shop around when I'm looking at stuff for tools. I'll even look in the States for stuff. But they are a really good tool, and buying them in singles was our option at the time, because we didn't want to spend a lot of money, because it was just to get this one job done on the car. But when you buy them in kits, they can get a little costly. But you know, you need universal sockets from time to time. You know, it's not too darn often, but they do come in handy. Question you would ask me, and I'll give you the answer right now, is why not just use a universal adapter with a socket? That was the problem. We tried that, and we couldn't get into the area at all. It was one of those areas that was just a certain kind of an angle and certain kind of a fit, and there was no way it was going to happen with it, the proper shallow socket, and it had to be one of these universal styles, you know, in order to do that and get in there, because we couldn't get in there any other way. So that's why, you know, you buy sometimes just this style of a deal instead of using, you know, a socket onto a universal adapter. You know, so they come in handy, really do. But you know, it's like any other tool. I'm gonna always give you at least a 4 out of 5 unless I think it's a real garbage tool. You know, then I'll lower my rating on that. But you know, guys, I can never give you a 5 out of 5 on anything, no matter what it is, because there ain't not one thing in this world that's 100% in absolute perfection. But you can get darn close. So 4 out of 5 is pretty good. So again, if you're looking at tools, this is one of your other options for this kind of a socket. You know, and there's other companies that make them too. You know, but it's to be able to get the size right off the shelf that you need instead of having to order something and wait. You know, and if you can wait, well then, you know, order, but, you know, otherwise, Westward is a good option over Snap-on or Herbrand or Gray if those aren't in stock, and these happen to be. Well, there you go. So, and it never hurts to have a variety of tools, because you get to know different brands this way too, eh? So, but anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.